Hello and thanks for tuning in to Me and My Golf. You've joined us on the 14th tee at the Asprey. It's Monday. That means it's time for the Impact Show. Andy, let's get this week off to a flyer for these guys. What are we talking about?
Right, today we are talking about the secret, yes, the secret to changing your golf swing fast. Don't go anywhere. Let's take charge of your game.
So before we get into today's Impact Show, we wanted to tell you about next month's theme, which is training aids and golf equipment. So if you have any questions whatsoever about equipment, about training aids, which training aids you want us to test, post them down below and we'll definitely pick some of those out for next month. Okay, so this month's theme, should I say, is all about off-season prep. So want you to understand how you're going to get your golf game better for next season. So it's a perfect time of year, Andy, to do swing changes, isn't it? And evaluate where your golf swing needs to change. But it's also a perfect time to make drastic, quick, radical changes because you haven't got to worry too much about your scorecard maybe at this time of year. So we can actually make these accelerated changes. And we find the best way to make these accelerated changes is by exaggerating the movement. Actually, instead of feeling that you're getting it on plane as opposed to over the top, let's get it well under the plane. So we're going to talk about three sort of examples that we use with golfers every day in getting their changes made in their golf swing.
Definitely. If you can apply these things that we're going to talk about, your changes are going to be faster. And this is something, again, just we see amongst golfers, Pierce, they are making changes, but they're making very small changes, yes, and they don't really get the results they want. So if you follow what we say today and you exaggerate the things that you're trying to work on, you will get better faster, which is exactly what we want to talk about.
Really quickly doing this, and you can see massive changes. So let's go with the first one, Andy. What do we want to talk about first of all?
Okay, so we've picked three common ones that we see a lot. First one is really closing the club face, Pierce. Somebody who tends to leave the club face open through impact, getting this sort of weak slice to the right. So a great exaggeration drill that we use with a lot of golfers. This is something we learnt off Martin Hall, great golf coach from the States. And we learned this in 2006. He calls this catch the raindrops. So it's a simple drill that really gets the club face closing better through the golf ball. Take your lead hand like so, put it in front of you like this, and you're going to swing through, but you're going to make sure your palm faces the sky and catches those raindrops there. Now, if we apply that same feeling to the golf club, with the golf club in our hand, what we're going to notice is if we do this, look at the club face. The club face at this point is facing down towards the ground. Now, look, if you do this in the golf swing, you are not going to slice it. You will probably hook it, but this is an exaggeration feeling.
Yes.
If we feel this through impact, we're probably not going to get it there. We're probably going to be more like this, but we are certainly not going to be like this, which is where we see a lot of golfers who slice the golf ball.
Okay, so you would actually hit a shot trying to achieve that position.
Exactly. So I'd start slow here, short swing, actually seeing if we can get it to this catch the raindrops position here.
Yep.
And then move it to take the feeling to a longer full shot.
So the feeling you want to become a reality in a little short shot. So we're basically saying you're going to hook the golf ball into the rough.
I'm going to do my best, Pierce, yes. Okay. So again, catch the raindrops, just a short swing, getting that feeling. A lot of golfers are going to really struggle with this.
Yeah.
Because if they're used to slicing it, they're used to leaving that club face open.
Beautiful. And
you can see there, I've held the finish, the ball's gone low left. Look at the club face, facing the ground. My palm is facing up. I've definitely caught the raindrops on that.
Catching raindrops. Teeth back in, Pierce. So I think the good thing with this as well is that actually you can lower the ball flight as well, can't you? So it's not just for someone who slices it. This is great if you hit the golf ball very high as well.
So I'm going to apply that same feeling. Whenever we apply speed, this feeling really is so different. Whenever we apply speed, I'm going to feel that I do this again.
Yeah.
But the feel in compared to the reality is going to be totally different. So I'm going to have a practice swing, feeling that catching the raindrops here. You can see I'm really exaggerating that feeling. And if you're somebody who slices the golf ball, this drill is almost certain to stop it.
Okay. Those raindrops might be real with these clouds actually.
Okay, here we go. Catch the raindrops on this one. Might see a little left.
Indeed.
And left side maybe just crept into the rough there, but exactly what I was after with that closing of the club face.
If you're someone who slices the golf ball, hits the golf ball too high, that would be a dream for you, and that was an exaggerated change. What's the next one, Andy?
Okay, the next one is a backswing drill. I'm actually going to go to the iron to start with this, just to talk about the differences. You've got a golf ball? So again, somebody who swings the golf club and gets the golf club swinging a little too flat and laid off in the backswing, we want to exaggerate that feeling. This is something that they struggle with, Pierce, and the backswing we know is so important for amateur golfers.
So exaggerate the change.
Exaggerate the change, yeah. So from here I'm taking my setup, so as opposed to getting the golf club swinging around my body and very flat like so, obviously I want the golf club more on plane in the backswing.
Yep.
To feel that, we're going to apply maybe a little bit of the A-swing from David Ledbetter Pierce. We're going to exaggerate that feeling. As I swing back, I'm going to really feel that the club shaft is almost past vertical Pierce. Now to get it there is going to be quite difficult in the golf swing, but we know if I feel something like this in the backswing and I'm normally here, chances are I'm probably going to be meeting in the middle. So a great change there, feeling that club is setting a little more upright like that, well, a lot more upright, and hopefully there that will completely change the backswing.
Okay, let's see you do it then, shall we?
I'll go with
so let's see, again, the Andy is going to feel as though the club shaft is very upright. And
I'm actually going to feel this one.
The reality is he will not get there.
So we'll see on the slow-mo the difference between the feel and reel on this one. So that felt really steep on the way back. But I'm sure you see from the slow-mo there, it will be a little steeper than my normal golf swing, but it won't be as exaggerated as my actual practice swing.
Yeah, and look, you can really push the boundary on this because, like Andy says, you will not get to that position that you're feeling that you're actually doing. Right, my turn.
Your turn, Pierce.
Let's get in there.
We're going to talk now more about as opposed to a drill for the backswing or the downswing, we're going to talk more about a swing pattern that we see a lot of, and then how you can maybe apply this to your golf swing if it's something that you do. Yeah,
so look, we will, you know, we talk about swing faults, great. There are an accumulation of swing faults, and we will often call those poor swing patterns because they are going to allow you make you hit bad shots. So one pattern that we see is a little bit with your backswing that you were talking about there, where the club goes around the body and then comes up and crosses the line, and then a lot of golfers from here will tip the shaft forward, come down steep over the top, and then obviously either slice the golf ball, pull the golf ball, or get a poor contact. So again, let's show you that pattern with a little bit more speed. So it goes around, up, and steep. Okay, so guess what's coming? We're going to do the total exaggeration of that. And again, there's a little bit of a theme here on the A-swing. One thing I will say about the A-swing, we were doing components of that with golfers well before we heard about what the A-swing was, about these exaggeration theories to help create the change. So the feeling on the way back, obviously to avoid this, we want to feel as though the club is staying a lot more out in front. So the club head, you can see there, a lot more out in front, a lot steeper, the shaft is a lot steeper here. And then on the downswing, we see this move here. The shallowing of the club on the way down, and the club head now coming very much underneath the plane, causing a direction of the club to be swinging out more to the right. So again, I'll show you that again. So club goes out, then shallows under, and then comes down to the plane. And guess what? When I hit the golf shot, it won't look like that exaggeration.
And that is the important thing. We're not saying that you need to go and swing the club up here like Jim Furyk and shallow it out there. This is the feeling that you may need to have. And if you exaggerate these feelings, hopefully we're going to see something looking like it's swinging on plane. But it just really stresses the important piece of, if you're going to make a change, even if it's a small change, it should feel like a huge change. So Pierce is going to exaggerate this now.
One more of those exaggeration feelings, and let's see what the reality is after doing that. Okay, so we can see there, we know from the playback that is going to pretty much look a pretty much on-plane golf swing with the feeling of being very much out and then very much under.
Okay guys, look, very simple video. Look, if you are going to make swing changes, now is the time. So we wanted to create this video really to talk about the importance of exaggerating the feeling, making sure you are really going to make those swing changes faster. Hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you post any comments down below. For next month, remember, next month is all about training aids and golf equipment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. So we hope you enjoyed the video there. Now, for the month of October, we are doing a huge giveaway on meandmygolf.com, where if you are a member, you are in with the chance of winning one of 3 M1 tailor-made drivers. So make sure you head over there now, sign up for free, and you'll be entered into the competition for this month.
Yes, good luck with that. And whilst you're there, why don't you check out our coaching series? We've got Simple Secrets to Low Scores, we've got Go Long, we've got Strike Your Irons Pure. We have lots of them that are definitely going to help you improve your game this winter, ready for the season. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.